Welcome back to consecutive day 725 of a diary of a Runpreneur. 5 days to the 2-year anniversary, but please do remember this vlog is part of the challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. Check the link in the comments below to find out more about the challenge, how you can support it, but do give this a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 725 of a diary of a Runpreneur. 5 days off that massive marker of 2-year anniversary of consecutive daily running. Now, my kind of interpretation of this is that there are lots of people that have done longer streaks than 2 years, and fair play to them. But there's a lot of people that do running streaks, and most people will do 30 days, some will maybe go on to 90 days, and there's a very small number that will do a year. But to double that is huge, because to put it in perspective, I did a challenge called the Runpreneur Challenge. When did I do it? A good year or so ago now. And the challenge was to get people to positively impact their lives through daily exercise and movement. So it wasn't even running. It was get out and do a minimum of a mile a day, running or walking, okay? And see how long you can get the streak going for. Now, of 100 people there or thereabouts who joined, quite a large proportion made it to 30 days. I'd say maybe a third. No, actually, I'd say a quarter. A quarter of people made it to 30 days. Many people set out, didn't achieve 30 days. They just found it too difficult, too challenging. And then of the 25% that made it to 30 days, maybe 10 of those made it to 90. Yeah, I think maybe, no, not even that, maybe less than 10. So 10% made it to 90 days. And then I think there was about 4, maybe 5 people who made it to a year. So 5%. So 100 people start a challenge, 5% made it to a year. That shows the difficulty, and that was a wide-ranging demographic of runners. Some experienced runners, and there are business people in there as well. Business people are notoriously resilient normally, so they can normally push themselves through adversity and keep going. But and you know what, to be fair, some of them only set out to do 30 days or 90 days, and that's what they stuck to, which was fair enough. But out of 100 people started, I think maybe 5 made it to a full year, including me. Okay, and now we're at a stage where I think if they were still doing it, they'd be, I think it will start starting the 1st of September, so they'd be a year and a year and 3/4 through now. Okay, I think there's only one other person still going alongside me. So to put in perspective, 2% of people will last to as close to 2 years as I am, and the other fella who's still going, my good friend Tom Webb, he's been close to quitting, but he's still going, and I think he's on 500 and some odd days at the moment, so he's still got a way to go, a good 6 months or so before he gets to his 2-year anniversary. So it just shows how hard it is, and that to me makes me feel immensely proud. It's not, oh, I'm better than other people. It's nothing to do with that at all, because it's not, I've set my own challenge, my own goal. I don't compare it to other people, but I'm just giving this data just so the people who are not familiar with running streaks or not familiar with the challenges and the difficulties that you go through, that puts it into perspective for people. What other people do, I'll support, and it's amazing, but I don't directly compare myself, as I wouldn't expect them to directly compare themselves to me. It doesn't benefit anyone. But the facts of life is 100 people started a running streak challenge, and there's 2 people left standing some 1.5 years in. So that should tell you everything you need to know about the success rate of this challenge. So that's why I'm going to be really, really proud of the 2-year milestone. So yeah, that's I think it's good to put things in perspective. I'm running out in the morning today, a rare morning run for me. I do love morning runs. It's a lovely day today. It's going to be warmer. Got out before it gets too hot. It's a bit breezy, but it's nice to be out, and I do miss that morning productivity boost. Days like today, where I'm out in London all day, I have to get my runs in the morning, so I just won't have time when I get back. So yeah, got the running done now, which is cool, and it's looking forward to an exciting day. I've talked a lot about trials and tribulations of entrepreneurship, serial entrepreneurship, and in the past I've had some of the lowest lows you could ever imagine. I've been a stone's throw away from bankruptcy. I still have big challenges I have to face in my business life almost on a daily basis, but I'm meeting with one of my business partners, Jack, and since the back end of February, what we've achieved has been nothing short of phenomenal. And I might share some facts and figures with you a bit later. But the simple fact of the life is that we've kept going, and I think, you know, you find something. I mean, a prime example was, I mean, my property business has always been consistent. Okay, it's always been there in the background, but it's never really been enough to provide the lifestyle, the standard of life that I've been aiming for. And like I said, I'm not looking for something that's unrealistic. My standard of life, which is what I aspire to, is I'm not hugely materialistic, but I just want to go on 4 holidays a year with my children, once a quarter. With my wife and kids, I want to go away 4 times. Now, they don't have to be the most amazing holidays that cost 20 grand a pop. You know, a nice summer holiday, maybe a camping trip, maybe a break to Ireland or something to see family, and then maybe a winter break somewhere. And, you know, on top of all your kind of general outgoings, you still have to generate a fairly solid amount of money to be able to do that. And the property business, you know, it's the pension. All the equity there is what's for the future. So we've had to look at building new businesses to kind of plug that gap to get the lifestyle that I desire. And with the new business that I got involved with Jack, we've been in different directions so many times. We've tried so many different things, and so many things have failed. And when we did think we hit the jackpot originally, one of the partners left. It was a little bit of a difficult situation to separate, and, you know, karma has come to bite that fella in the backside. And I don't wish it upon anybody, but, you know, sometimes things happen and you have to look at yourself to understand the reasons behind it. So karma has got him, but we were left picking up the pieces, dealing with disgruntled investors and making sure that they got a return, making sure they got their money back, all these things which are so important, because reputation is everything in business, and if your reputation is tarnished, you can kiss goodbye to future business. So we salvaged that. I think there's about 20 investors, and we've serviced all of them, we've paid refunds, we've gone out of our way, we've absorbed cost, and there's only one left that's just trying to eke it over the line at the moment, and then that's all done. But that knocked us back the best part of a year. So what we've managed to now build since February, because we didn't give up, and I think the moral to the story is, you probably see a lot of those GIFs or images on social media about business and entrepreneurship of the diamond miner, 2 of them. You know, the diamonds are just there. They've mined so far. One guy gives up, the other guy keeps going and gets to the diamonds. And I think that's a really, really good image, because it sums up entrepreneurship and business ownership. You keep going, you keep pivoting, you keep changing, and if you learn from your mistakes, you get better. It's the best way to learn. Just make sure your mistakes aren't going to wipe you out, and if you can mitigate the risk of your mistakes so that you can still keep going in worst case scenarios, then you just get better, and you get more efficient, more effective at finding sensible opportunities and opportunities that are actually viable and delivering on them. And that's where we are at the moment. It's the first meeting that we're having where we're planning the next quarter, where we've been in a very stable position. And that's, kudos to the guys, kudos to Jack, kudos to everybody who's been involved in the business, because, you know, I do a lot of the back end stuff, processes, systems, things that businesses are built on, but, you know, the people are a key pillar. Systems and processes, people, data. I provide the systems, processes and the data. The people is run by the business partner, and I manage some people as well, but people are such an integral foundation to a successful business. So yeah, we're not there, we've got a long way to go, and you know, we might be good this quarter, next quarter we might be rock bottom again, and you have to, but the difference is we're prepared if that should happen, and that's the big difference now. If that happens, we've got other things to fall back on. So yeah, so it's going to be a cool meeting in London today, assessing what we're going to do for the next the next quarter. But the key word that I've been stating and spouting off to my business partner is focus. We're not going to get pulled off in different directions and lose focus on this kind of honey hole that we've fallen upon. We're going to keep continuing this whilst gradually growing different streams, but this is our main one. So yeah, moral to the story is focus and resilience. So anyway, that's pretty much it for me today. As always, any comments, drop me a line, I'll respond to everyone. Remember that the Runpreneur vlog is part of the Runpreneur challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Check the links in the comments below to find out more how you can support it. Do give it a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. And just to finish off, we have launched our sustainable fundraising campaign called Caffeine for Kevin. The idea behind it is if people can afford to donate the price of a cup of coffee just once a month, but that's £1, £2, £5, okay? And you know, due to the longevity of the challenge, an amount that people won't notice leaving the account, that's the sustainable aspect of it. But just a £1 a month subscription, due to the longevity of the challenge, is worth a staggering £125 to a child who needs it, which is a life-changing sum of money. £2 is 250, £5 is 625. So, in a very sustainable way, you can save children's lives, which is what this is all about. So, check the links in the comments below for how you can support me. Thank you, as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.